All right, folks, welcome on how to fill out the Form 8888 allocation of a refund or the return. In other words, where you want the IRS to send your money. Okay. So, part one, before that, obviously, you put in the calendar year, you put in here the name or names on the return, as well as your social security number here, right? For whoever's filing this and so on, and whoever's the main preparer of the your taxes. So part one, direct deposit. Complete this part if you want to directly deposit a portion of your refund to one or more of your accounts, which means you can have them deposit your return in up to three accounts, as you can see here, and even a portion up to three accounts and a portion in a paper check if you decide you want to. So, which all you would do is you would put and here in 1A, the amount to be deposited into the first account. So one thing real quick to make sure you understand something is if for some reason this you want this first account to be the main account, that if the banking system messes up or there's some error and they're unable to send it to the other separate accounts, they'll send it all to this first main account and you guys can redistribute afterwards. And then if you have two additional accounts, you can simply add them by putting in obviously the routing number. The first thing you want to do here is in the A section, you want to put the amount to be distributed or deposited into this account. You'll put in the routing number if it's a checking account, or if it's a savings, then you put the account number here. If you have a second account, you put the amount you want to paid in, of the amount of the return paid into that account here. And then again, the routing number if it's checking or savings, and the account number, same thing for the third point, right? And then next is part two, US Series 1 savings bond purchases, which means you actually, with this form, you have the option to purchase a US Series 1 savings bond. You can do that if you want. I'm not going to advise that right now. We can maybe get on a one-on-one consulting call and see if that's something that you desire to do. But, and for the most part, and then in general, I wouldn't recommend it. I just recommend getting all of it deposited into a direct account and direct deposited. That way, they can't say that anything was lost in the mail or any other misunderstandings. So, but this is an option that you do have. Okay, and if you do, then obviously fill out the information accordingly. But most people, I'm sure, are not going to want to get involved with that. And the kind of the point of this constitutional filing is getting back to uh, as little dependence on the government as possible. And then part three says your paper check. So you complete this part. If there's a portion of your return that you want to be sent by check, you would put the amount you want returned by check here in number 7. And then number part 4 here says total allocation. The total of all of them, as you can see, 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, and 7 should all add up to 100% of the total of the return, which is what's on the other forms, on the form 941. Then that should be, and then you can just send that. Here's the instructions, and then you can just include that. These are just more instructions. Then you'll just include this form along with your filing with the rest of your report so that they can go ahead and deposit that return accordingly. And so that's all you needed for now. And so we'll see you next on once you got your recovery, or what to do now that you've sent this and this filed. Now, what to do next. We'll see you on the next video.